I wanted to talk to you today about goals and resolutions. It's the beginning of the year, and I don't know about you, but I always set all these resolutions. You know, I wanted to lose weight, I want to do this and that, and you know, a lot of the times by the end of the year, I look back and I haven't accomplished anything. So why does this happen? You know, I think a month or two in, we get busy with our lives again. You know, we kind of put all of these things on the back burner because we feel like we have, you know, 10 more months, 9 more months to the end of the year till we can actually get it accomplished. But, you know, we forget. And I wanted to come up with a way to keep track of my resolutions throughout the year and break them down so they can actually so I can actually attain them. You know, I set these for a reason, and why is it when I look back and, you know, they were important to me at one time and now they're not, you know? So I came up with the checklist, and I'll include the free printable for you if you look down below. And it's basically, I got kind of the idea from Alejandra at Home Organizing by Alejandra TV. She had a video a while ago about how she sets her goals quarterly, and that way, you know, every 3 months she can check back on them and see, you know, where she is with them. So it's kind of like that, but it's my own version. I wanted something to be very basic, very simple, very easy to change if I needed to, and I wanted to break my goals down into baby steps. So I don't know if that really makes sense, but I will show you as I give you an example. So let's say you wanted to lose 20 pounds for the year. What would you do? So there's 4 quarters in the year. So you take 20 divided by 4, that would be 5 pounds that you would need to lose every 3 months. So that puts it into an easier, clearer perspective for you. It's not as big of a hurdle to lose 5 pounds. Like, 5 pounds is not as big of a number as 20 pounds, so it makes it, you know, in my mind, more attainable. So if that would be, you know, breaking it down one step. Okay, how can we break that down even further? So if you wanted to lose 5 pounds in 3 months, what would you do? You would maybe eat healthier, you would exercise more, take a new class, walk around your neighborhood maybe once or twice a week. Or if you already do that, you can add one more time. You know, and these are just like little steps with that example. But I want to show you my printable and how it works, and let me know what you think. Thanks! So here is the printable, and at the top, you know, I wrote 2016 resolutions, but it could be resolutions or goals or whatever you want to call it. And then for this one, it's January through March, you know, the first quarter. And I have 5 spots here for your top 5 resolutions, I guess. I am trying not to set more than that because then it would just become too overwhelming for me, and it'd be hard to keep track, and I think for me 5 is a good number right now. And then so at the bottom here, I have break them down. So we would rewrite our 5 resolutions, and you know, they say repetition is key to you know, to remind yourself, you know, what you want. In these spots, we would write 3 steps that we can do within these 3 months that would help attain the bigger goal. So we would be breaking them down into smaller, more actionable steps that are, you know, easier and don't feel like you're changing a lot and trying to get stuff into habit, I guess you would say. So for our example, it was to lose 20 pounds within 2016. By the end of December, we would have lost 20 pounds. So you want to say it like you've already achieved it. So in number 1, we would write, I have lost 20 pounds by December 31st. So how could we break that down? Let's write that again. I have lost 20 pounds by December 31st. So to break that down, between January and March, we need to lose 5 pounds. So lose 5 pounds by the end of March. Okay, what is another step that we can take within these 3 months to help lose 5 pounds? We can exercise 3 times a week. And then we would plan ahead of what exercises we wanted to do. Do you want to do cardio? Do you want to lift some weights? Do you want to take a class? Like that, we can break it down even further if you wanted to. And then finally, we can start. And finally, what we could do, is start a healthy eating plan. And you can research on what kinds of eating plans you wanted to do, or, oops, I forgot eating, or something easier than that would be, instead of start a healthy eating plan, would be, like we said before, add protein to every meal. So that could be there instead. Another example of, resolutions and goals that people set out is to have their house more organized. So we can write, I have an organized home. So by this, I mean, if we're looking for something, then we know exactly where it is, everything is sorted and nothing is really out of place. So we'll write that again. I have an organized home. So how can we break that down? So one thing that a lot of people have trouble with is mail, right? I have the same issue. We bring it in, there's always junk mail in the mailbox, right? And we just leave it in piles around our house. It never makes it to its final destination. One of the main things I've done is a one-touch rule, where as soon as it comes in, then either it goes in the recycle, or it goes upstairs, into the office, or if it's a coupon, it goes straight into the coupon organizer that I have. When it's in my hand, it goes to where it needs to go, and that way it doesn't just sit and stay there for who knows how long. So we could write that right here is one touch rule on incoming mail. Sorry, this is so messy. Another way we could break this down is break it down by section of the house. So you could start with one room and move to the other and move to the other, or you could read a book on organizing, or you can hire somebody to come to your house and help you with organizing, or you can just purge everything that you don't want first. or have a garage sale. There's so many different things that you could do. So how about let's do a book that I recently read is The Japanese Art of Tidying, the KonMari method. So how about let's do that for number 2. We can say read the Japanese art of tidying. Okay, and so what could another thing be? Let me think. Let's see, for the final thing, let's do laundry. Laundry seems to be a big topic for a lot of people too. And I've started doing just 1 load a day from start to finish. I will throw in a load in the morning, by mid-morning I'll throw it in the dryer, and by the time the kids are down for a nap, the dryer's done and everything's ready to fold and ready to put away. So we can do that for number 3. 1 load of laundry completed, start to finish. So I hope you guys get kind of an idea of what I'm trying to do here. I mean, this is, for the first 3 months, this is what we can work on. And, then from April to June, to build on these things, we can do something else. We can add to this list if we're, or if we still want to work on these things, then we can. But it's up to you, how detailed you want to get right here, or, how far you want to break it down is up to you. I wanted it to be very simple, and I wanted it to be very easy to change. With your to-do list that you have every day, add some of these things in there. So, Monday, Wednesday, Friday would be your exercise days. One touch rule, would be every day. That's not something that you'd really put on your to-do list, but reading the book. Put on your to-do list, read a chapter every day. And a lot of other things that you could do is to break it down on your everyday tasks, so then you're just taking these big goals piece by piece by piece, and it just makes it building blocks on top of each other to get there. And by the end of the year, then you'll have accomplished it, and you'll be like, whoa, look back and to January and be like, wow, I can't believe I did that, and feel so proud of yourself. So let me know what you guys think. I hope that this will work for you like it is for me right now. So that's all for today, and thank you for watching. Happy New Year!